All right, you know what? It's been a while since, I guess you can say, it's been a while since I had made a rant on this channel, I guess you can say. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it's time for a good old fashioned rant, you know? All right, so what really pisses me off these days, it really burns me. I don't know what the fuck, but it burns the shit out of me. I really hate the fact that conversation is now like becoming difficult. I don't know how to really say it, but I'm sure y'all can feel that shit. And it's been like that for a minute. Even before this whole COVID thing, COVID shit just Callie, be still. God, I'm using her to hold the fucking camera and she wanna move. Anyways. Still. Anyways. But I'm like, I know y'all been feeling that shit to the point where it's like I guess it's just back in the day you could just I don't know. I grew up with people who didn't even own TVs, and they didn't have TVs in their motherfucking room and shit like that. So if your ass was coming over their house, it was because you actually like to hang out with them. You liked their company. You feel me? So I'm like, I just don't understand this era kind of where everybody can sit in the room. It'd be like 8 motherfuckers in the room, and you can hear a pin drop. And it's not like they in school or something. They be at the house chilling. 8 people, 5 people, whatever, all of them on their phone. Nobody talking. I just don't understand that shit. Like, I just don't get it. Like, it's too many times where I'm around people, a group of people, and just nobody's talking. No one says anything. It's just like, hello? Everybody just looking at their motherfucking phone, and people don't even give you eye contact and shit these days. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just something I've noticed. It's like super irritating because I'm like, yo, how often can you really have a conversation with somebody and they keep eye contact? You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, you have a full blown conversation with a dude or a bitch, and they'll just sit there on their phone and scroll fucking Facebook or some shit. Like, whatever you got to say is that boring. But God forbid if they want to show you this dumbass meme real quick. You feel me? It's almost like you have to have a topic to talk about before you even break the ice with motherfuckers. It's just like shit. Back in the day, shit. If we ain't had shit to say and there wasn't nothing really to talk about in particular and we was just chilling, we just looking at each other and it just be like, damn, you ugly. Hey man, fuck you. And that's how it go. You know what I'm saying? We just start talking, just chomping each other off just because, just cutting up. We ain't got to have a topic in mind to talk. So what do you think about this and this? And what's your opinion about this game? Or what's your opinion about this politician or whatever the fuck? Like, who cares? Just talk. You know what I'm saying? Just talk. Just you don't have to be so awkward and breaking the ice with people. But I feel like that's how it is these days. It's like you almost bother people when you just want to have a conversation with them. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on with people, yo? And then I get online and I meet the greatest people. I mean, man, it's been plenty of times where I'm like, where are all these people that's got all this fucking insight and shit on life in real life? Everybody got something to say online and everybody's a fucking philosopher too. But catch their ass in real life, damn, that's crazy. Or, huh? Or what you say? You know what I'm saying? Just these know nothing ass answers. You try to have conversation with people and they just be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, the thing, huh? Oh yeah. Oh, check out this new meme. It's dumbass shit. And it's just like, yo, I've kind of gotten to a point where I've stopped putting a lot of effort into people. Just entirely. Because I'm like, yo, putting and making friends and building friendships and rapport, that shit takes energy. And if that shit's not reciprocated, then I'm not gonna waste my fucking time. And I find myself just by myself because I'm like, I just don't feel like putting the effort into people who can't even keep eye contact. I'm seeing a lot of grown ass people do a lot of, video game playing these days. And I'm like, I'm a big gamer, so it's not like I'm mad at that part. It's just the fact of the way they play games, now that's always been a thing. Like it's almost like the video game industry is suddenly revitalized or some shit. Like video games have been around since the fucking, I don't know, before I was damn born. You feel me? This ain't nothing new. First person shooters been around and shit. MMOs been around. Like, I don't understand what's the new hype of let's no life video games all fucking day. I mean, you got people playing first person shooters like it was Pokemon. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it becomes a problem when your gaming is starting to affect your personal life. I.e., say if you got kids and shit, and you playing your game more than spending time with your kids, or you forgetting birthdays and shit, but your ass remembering Apex tournaments and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's when it starts to become an issue. You know, it's just like, how do you even talk to people like that? You know what I'm saying? And be like, hey, let's go, let's go do something. But they got to be home in time for a fucking Apex tournament, or a Fortnite match, just fucking Call of Duty squad or some shit. And it's just like, I'm seeing a lot of that shit nowadays, and I just don't understand why people are dedicating so much of their life to things that's always been there. Like, it ain't going nowhere. Just don't neglect people, things, your job and shit for video game. Unless your ass making motherfucking money playing the same shit. Real life come before any kind of virtual reality type shit. So I'm like, yo, if your ass over here being a sweat playing Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty, whatever the fuck, and you're neglecting your family for this shit, forgetting birthdays, forgetting kids, you know what I'm saying, shit, then your ass better be pulling in some motherfucking money. Callie, be still. Anyways, but I'm like, your ass better be bringing in some motherfucking money. Oh my god. I can't flip the camera. I was about to show her, but she's sleeping. Anyways, but I'm like, yo, it's almost hard to just have a conversation with people these days, because it's like no one has anything interesting to say until they get online. No one's got anything interesting to say until they get on with a squad mate and shit like that. And I'm like, what happened to just togetherness, I guess you can say? Like, the whole 6 feet apart shit, I already knew that was gonna, just physically, that was gonna put people at a distance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just not being close to people, that's gonna make people, isolated and shit. But even before that, it's just like, what's this whole, standoffish kind of thing that people have, to where they don't want to be bothered if you talk. Like, conversation is almost a chore for people now, but get online and they got a whole fucking paragraph to type about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. But ask them their opinion in person, and they want to just fit in and keep their motherfucking head down. And it's just like, I don't understand that shit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just getting bored of just your average person these days, because everybody's just so sucked into their phone. It's like, y'all act like how I acted when I was 10, bro. You know what I'm saying? All this face glued to the screen and shit. Like, man, I'm just over that shit. You gotta think, like, I don't know. A lot of people, when they're in their late 20s, they still trying to figure out what they got going on. I done already been there, done that. The saying, party now, study later. Well, I did the opposite. I studied now, and now I want to fucking party. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, all of a sudden, everybody just don't do anything. No, nobody goes anywhere. No one has any X factor interest. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to go jet skiing or some shit. Nobody like to go hiking, or, everybody just want to stay home and play these goddamn games like they just came out. I just don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting, or I don't know. But yeah, this is the fucking rant.